Alright, guys, welcome back to my podcast. Honestly, don't even say anything about my appearance. I'm sick right now, a little bit, and it really hurts to be speaking, so, just be grateful that I'm even in front of this camera right now. Um, anyways, how are you guys doing? Welcome back. It's nice to be in front of a camera. Excuse me. As I said, I'm sick. Yeah, so basically, here's how I got sick. I went to Pride 2 weeks in a row, and then I went to a concert after that. So that'll do it. That'll do it. That'll do it. Sorry. Once again, I am sick. How are you? What's your name? I'm sick. Who are you? I don't know what the fuck that joke was. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing better than I'm doing. I got no sleep last night, then finally fell asleep and had sleep paralysis and felt like there were, I would fall asleep and be like, fuck, I'm having sleep paralysis, so I'd, wiggle my toes and wake up. But then I would immediately fall back asleep and then, hear voices whispering in my ears like I was getting possessed or something. And then I just had to convince myself that if there were spirits in my room, then my dog would have woken me up. I don't know. Okay. Anyways, I went to LA Pride and it was super fun. And I saw a famous TikToker and I was like, hey. And then I also saw my girlfriend's ex talking stage, and apparently she was looking over at me and my girlfriend while I was taking pictures of my girlfriend. And I got a little riled up, not gonna lie. And so here's what happened. I was taking pictures and all of a sudden my girlfriend looks at me like she had just seen the devil in the flesh, and she was like, oh no, we need to go, we need to get out of this area, I just seen someone so bad, we need to get out, of this area, we need to evacuate this area immediately. And I looked at her and I was like, okay. So I start trying to walk with her, but she still keeps trying to take pictures, so I'm like, okay, what's going on? And then I grab her arm and I just start fucking walking away because I'm like she wouldn't tell me what was wrong. So I was like, okay, maybe she, I don't fucking know what I was even assuming, but she wouldn't, come with me and she wouldn't tell me what was wrong. She was like, I'll tell you once we leave, So I'm, pulling her. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Do we need to leave? Because also, during this time, currently, there's a bunch of, protests, but we were in downtown LA, in Hollywood, and literally there were, riots going on, 10 minutes from where we were. So I was already paranoid and kind of on edge and scared of police and shit. Not scared of police, but scared of the situation. And she was saying all the shit to me, so I'm like, okay. And I start pulling her away and we're walking towards the other direction of where the parade was. And she was like, it's this crazy girl who I used to talk to. And I was like, you're fucking lying, bro. You made me think there was someone that was gonna attack you or something. I don't know. But then I walked back to the area. My girlfriend was trying to get me not to go look at them or anything. I walked back there, bitch, because I'm not scared of no bitch, especially no horrible person, horrible guts. No. I could never be intimidated by that. Anyways, I walk over there and I'm just fucking looking at her, and I just keep looking over, and my girlfriend eventually gets me to turn around. I'm like, okay. Cause I'm not about to get no fight at fucking Pride. I'm trying to have a good time. You know what I mean? Also, it was way too hot outside. Also, I don't stand for fighting anymore. I have grown up. I'm literally 19. And it's never that serious. But yeah, so it was kind of crazy as fuck. And then what else happened? I saw drag queens and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. They did a show. It was the greatest thing actually I had ever seen, because it was Aleesha was their name, and it was the stupidest music, but it was so funny, and knowing how much meaning is behind it, and how much the drag queen community they get fucking dragged like in the internet and like through like conservative people and shit like that, and like seeing a drag show, I was just like, what the hell are people on about? Like, it was so fun. Like, I had never had that much fun in my life, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was just like one of the songs, it was like, your makeup is trash, and it just did that like 50 times, and like the drag queen Alaska was just like walking back and forth and like pointing at people and being like, your makeup is trash. Like, it how is that dangerous to children? I don't know, but that inspired me to go to a drag show, which I will be doing soon, trust. Like, I will be at a drag show. I just need to find out where that is, which I'm sure there's a shit ton in my area. And like, if you need to be like 21 plus, because I think they happen in like bars and clubs a lot. Hold up. But yeah. So that was really fun. And then we ended up going home, and I honestly don't remember what happened after that. But yeah, that was like super fun. And then I'm like tweaking. Like, I'm so congested. You know when you're like sick and you just like can't fucking think because you're just like so congested? I think they call it brain fog. I think that's the word for it. But I have no idea what my day is right now. But yeah, a few days after that, I went to a Peach Pit and Bristol Maroney concert, and I was like, the greatest thing that I've ever seen in my life. They had an opener for the opener, like, and her name was Bunny, and they had like a band, and it was, honestly, I loved Bunny's performance. Like, that type of music is my vibe. So I guess check out Bunny if you like. It was like kind of like, what's Snail Mail? If you listen to Snail Mail, I think that's the artist name. It's like female soft alternative rock. I don't know. I hate music genres and like trying to like tell. I'm just like, anything that I don't know, I'm like, yeah, alternative, yeah, soft, yeah. Anyways, like, that coming from a musician is crazy, but also it's because like I'm like the creative person. I'm not the person putting labels on everything, because I hate labels on anything at all. But anyways, their opener was really great, and then Briston is so freaking cool. Like, he pulled up in like a long sleeve white shirt, shorts, and like a pink dress. It was the craziest thing, and like wearing boots like Tim's, and I was like, okay, you're fucking cool as shit. And like, his stage is always super cool and decorated, and like, he was playing a character the whole show because his album is called Jimmy, and he was in the persona of Jimmy throughout the whole concert, and it was like, it's really cool. And yeah, I just like when people like perform, but they have like a actual performance, not just like you're just singing, you know. He had like a whole stage set up, and like, he was in character. I don't know, it was really cool. And then he played the greatest songs on the freaking planet. And then Peach Pit came out. Well, let me tell you about a little story in between Bristol Maroney and Peach Pit's set. So, honestly, this is going to be really TMI. So if you're like my family, or if you're my dad or something, which is also my family, maybe click off the video and come back in like 5 minutes. So I was on my period, and I was wearing a shirt that was, maybe I'll try to find a picture of me wearing this shirt, but it was a shirt that was kind of like a cream color. Like, it was kind of an off-white shirt. Not the brand, the color off-white, okay? And I was on my period, God forbid, okay? And I had a liner in my underwear because I knew that I was going to bleed through. And so I went pee like 6 times this day. And on the last time that I went pee, so basically blood had got on my shirt. So that's why I have this hoodie. Honestly, I wasn't gonna buy any merch, but like once there was blood on my shirt, I was like, you know what? I think it's time. I'm gonna have to spend the money today, and so I did. And then I was warm and comfy for the rest of the show, and I was cold as fuck anyway. So it kind of just like it really just made sense for me to buy the hoodie, and it was $80. But justified purchase. But also the blood stain that I had on my shirt was literally like microscopic, because I'm not gonna explain how the blood contact happened, but it was like so minimal that like unless you looked for it, you wouldn't know it was there. But it was just like bothering me, obviously, because I knew it was there. And like I also get really grossed out by like period blood, which is kind of weird. Like I feel like a lot of people are like comfortable with that, but I can't stand it. I can't stand boogers. I can't stand stringy spit. I can't stand spit at all. I don't like sharing food with people. I don't like period blood. Like regular blood is fine. Like I'm fine with that, cuz like I'm a caregiver. Like I will bandage you up, girl. I'll bandage you up good. But yeah, period blood, no, 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 no. Boogers, no. Spit, no. Sharing food, no. Not even like sharing drinks. I don't even like sharing drinks unless it's like with my girlfriend, because like we kiss and shit. But otherwise, I think that's like honestly gross. But it's just because also like I'm a germaphobe and I hate getting sick, and I'm sick right now and I'm mad as fuck about it. Honestly, I've been taking like the only reason why I'm able to sit here and talk on a podcast is because I bought these like vitamin C like I think it's vitamin C. I don't know. It's supposed to like help your immune system or something when you get sick. And I've been eating those bitches, but they're so disgusting. I did not know a gummy could be so disgusting. Like it's just like it's like a vitamin gummy, okay? I bought them from CVS. They were on clearance. And now I see maybe for a reason. They were like $5 and they were supposed to be like $15. But anyway, so they're mixed berry flavor, orange flavor, and grapefruit flavor. Every single flavor is so sour, and like why the hell are you giving me like a warhead gummy to help my immune system? Like, bitch, I'm sick. And you're going to give me a warhead? Like, it made me feel more sick, but I've been taking those and I feel better. A shit ton of Advil, and like trying to sleep, but I had to wake up at 5 a.m. yesterday to go to work, and then I died the rest of the day. And then today I didn't go to work because I did not sleep at all. At all. And I woke up feeling like shit, and now my ears are plugged and I can't fucking hear out of my right ear. I also have a cough. Anyways, yesterday, guys, and I don't know if I've talked about this on here before, but I hate red meat, okay? Or I used to, like, really hate it. I'm kind of getting over it now, but, like, I don't know, some kind of some kind of switch flipped in my tongue where like I can eat like red meat now and different stuff. Like I started eating like burgers kinda, and I went to In-N-Out yesterday and I got a protein style cheeseburger, and I wanted it just with like meat and cheese, but they put tomatoes and spread on it, and I was kind of mad, and because I didn't know if I had liked the spread anymore, because I haven't been to In-N-Out in like 6 or 7 years probably. So I was already kind of nervous to try it. I also don't really like burgers that much, but I was like, fuck it. We're going to find out. So I got a burger, protein style, and I asked for the meat and cheese. They gave me tomatoes and spread. And then I also got animal style fries, and that was all that I got. And then I think I've come to the conclusion that I do not like the spread. I don't like it. It tastes like pickly, like kind of like relish. Like, I don't know. I didn't like that. And it kind of ruined all the food for me. Like, I just had like soggy ass lettuce because they put so much spread in it. And then like the fries were good, but like it had so much sauce, and I was like, damn. But next time, I know if there is a next time, I'm not getting no damn spread on my food. 'Cause you have me fucked up. Anyways, guys, coming up, I'm going to actually, no, let me stay on that topic. I really am proud of myself for like trying new foods. Like, it's really hard to try new foods, especially for me, because like I developed like food aversions when I was going through like a really traumatic period of time in my life, and like I didn't make this connection until like I talked about it in therapy, where like it's more of like a control thing, like because since I had no control over like what I was going through at the time, I kind of just like used control with like food, and therefore developed food aversions. And so I've been trying to like get over that recently, and like I haven't even told anyone about what I just said, like the realization we had in therapy. So you guys are the first to know, meaning that everyone is gonna know after they see this video. But I don't know, it's not something that is super like personal to me. Like, it is something that I'm experiencing, but it's not something that I'm like ashamed of or afraid of sharing, because it's not like I purposely developed aversions to food. Like, no, I was going through a lot of stuff, and I think a lot of like, not that it wasn't an eating disorder, but like a lot of eating disorders and like things like that come from like wanting to be in control of your life, and or like wanting to control a certain aspect of your life, things like that, or just having less control over your life because you have no control in your life. You know, like, I don't know how to explain it, but that's how that developed for me. And I still have a lot of like weird food aversions, like mayonnaise, butter, and still red meat. I mean, I can eat it now, but I don't like to eat it very much. Like, it's not my favorite thing at all. But yeah, shout out to you if you had an eating disorder, or you developed food aversions, or you have problems with like control issues, and like you are working through that. Shout out to you. Proud of you. I'm proud of me too. And yeah, I mean, like, I can't even like give advice to how I did that. I just like started eating more stuff. Like, I think it was when I was on the gluten-free diet, which I'm not anymore. But I think it was when I was on the gluten-free diet, I could barely eat like I couldn't really eat a lot of things, so I was like trying new meats and stuff because I was so tired of chicken. And I like Googled like versions of food you can make with like certain meats and stuff, and I just kind of went from there. Like, whatever looked good, or like I would just season the meat heavily that I would eat, so that way it would just like taste good. Like, it wouldn't taste like meaty, if you know what I mean. And it helped a lot. Also, I don't know, I've just been trying new things recently and trying to get better with my food intake and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, if you're struggling with an eating disorder or food aversions or control stuff, like control issues, I don't know. I'm not a psychologist. I'm just trying to spread a message. Like, it doesn't have to be a forever thing. Like, you can get help and you can help yourself. And it's really intimidating. I know from experience, like, it's fucking scary. When I started eating like even Italian sausage, which I've been eating for a while now, that was one of the major things that like I convinced myself, like, damn, I really can do this, because like sausage and stuff like grossed me out for the longest time. But I was like, I can't keep eating noodles and sauce when I eat pasta. Like, I absolutely can. There's nothing wrong with that, but I just felt like I was like not getting any protein. Like, it wasn't a complete meal for me, because I also like try to eat like good amount of protein, good amount of vegetables, like stuff like that, carbs. Like, I just try to balance my meals out. I don't track anything. I just try to balance it, so that way like I know I'm eating like nourishing meals. Is that or like nutrient dense? I don't know what it's called. I'm not a doctor, again. Like, I'm just talking about my life. But yeah, I literally remember like I made my first like pasta sauce with Italian sausage, and I put it in a bowl with noodles, and I went to my room to go eat it because I eat in my room. Sending all the shade to people who think that that's gross, because I genuinely don't care. I would rather be comfortable in my room than especially in my house. Anyway, I just like peace and quiet when I'm eating. No shade to like my family, but I don't really like talking while I'm eating or like being looked at or anything, because again, I have like control issues, and if I can control my environment, then I am going to, and that is another one of my issues with my control. I isolate myself in every single situation, like in my life. Like if I'm going through something emotionally or like physically, I isolate myself, and that's just another thing that I have control over that I take advantage of. So I will be eating in my room, thank you. And no, I don't need help. I don't need people to come eat with me to steer me away from this habit, because I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Plus, I am my own person, and if I want to go eat with people, I will, but I don't. Anyway, that sounded really defensive, and I'm pretty sure it probably is. So do not shade me in the comments or anything. Ever. Okay, so anyways, I remember going to my room with this bowl of pasta, and I went to go eat it, and I was literally sitting there like just fucking staring at it, and I almost cried because I was so grossed out that I was about to eat this like bowl of meat and red meat and pot. I mean, it's not really red meat, but like it was my introduction, like kind of like step over to like more towards red meat. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's pork. I don't know. But anyways, I was literally sitting there just staring at this bowl. I was like, I don't think I could do it. Like, I don't think I could do it. And you know what I did, bitch? I took a bite. And you know what? It was good as fuck. And now I'm obsessed with putting Italian sausage in my pasta. But I do not like ground beef in my pasta, not gonna lie. Ground beef is strictly for taco bowls in my life right now. But yeah, that was kind of like my first step over into like getting over like my food aversions and like anxiety surrounding food, and like I still have a lot of it, but I'm getting better, I think. And I don't know, it's like actually honestly I'm like regretting that I said any of this, because it's really vulnerable and I've never told anyone about this. Not even my therapist knows that, like, about my self-isolation when I'm eating thing. And it probably doesn't sound that serious to everyone else, but it's been like 5 years of my life that I do this. I also hate restaurants, but it's not for that reason. It's genuinely because in restaurants it's so loud, and like sometimes it's really dark, and like at Olive Garden it's so loud and it's always so dark in there, or Cheesecake Factory, and it's always hot as fuck in restaurants, and I already get anxious like being around people, let alone like fucking 100 people in a room all eating, and like so many different smells. It's just too much for me. But yeah, guys, that was my event for this. I honestly didn't plan that. Like that was crazy. I didn't know that I was going to get into all that today or ever, honestly. That was kind of a lot. But yeah, if you guys are struggling with like food stuff, like I see you, I'm here for you. And like that shit's hard. Like it's hard. It's really hard. Especially like if you're dealing with like other mental health issues on top of it, or like physical issues, like it's so ass. Like it's so ass. And yeah, I'm here for you. I see you, and I'm proud of you if you're making progress. If you're not making progress, but you're thinking of making progress, that's also a step in the right direction. There are resources to help you, and it doesn't have to be like this forever. I promise. Pinky, with my pinky. But yeah, I will also be going on a trip in a little bit. This is so off topic, but I just want to end with this because I need to go lay down. I'm feeling unwell. But okay, I just wanted to let you guys know that I will be on a trip in a couple weeks, and I'll just be being the baddest bitch in Arizona. So a California native will be going to a cabin in Arizona and going for a hike and probably dying of a heat stroke. So keep me in your thoughts and send me well wishes. We still have some time before then though, but I'm trying to like think of a way I could like film the podcast out there, but also I'm probably not gonna have time, and I would like to spend family with my time. Thank you. But yeah, I'm going with my aunt, my uncle, and all my cousins. I'm gonna see all of them, and I'm so excited. I haven't seen them in so long, and they're genuinely like the funniest people. Like, that's my family for real. Like, I was born into the wrong family, I think. No, but they're so nice, and they're always great hosts, and I like traveling, so it'll be a nice time. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your week. And again, if you're struggling with any mental health issues, there are resources out there. If you're struggling with food issues, control issues, there are thousands of resources out there. And I mean, you could even comment to me. I'm not sure how much help I could be to you other than the fact that I might be able to relate to you a little bit. But yeah, guys, you're never alone in anything you're going through, okay, because even this bad bitch, this queen, like, goes through shit every day, like, every single day, and not all of it. I don't talk about all of it on here, but I talk about a good amount of it on here, and I love you guys, and I hope that none of anyone has to go through any of this, but I know that it does happen because it's happening to me. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Comment chopped if you made it to this part in the video, or comment a sneeze emoji because I'm sick. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great week for the 20th time in this video. Goodbye.